All right, so here we go. Nexon just released a very big gameplay overview for Season 1 of the First Descendant, showcasing Haley and, of course, Ultimate Freyna. There's a bunch of stuff in here, but I am going to return later in the video after I play this because there are some concerns and misconceptions about Season 1, so stay tuned for that. But right now, enjoy the gameplay overview.
Turn the ship around. We'll put it back.
We managed to fend off our enemy's large-scale attack, but the war is far from over. The Colossus still threatens us, and our enemies are plotting new strategies. Can Ingress ever find true peace? Has Corel really given up on the war? After Corel's fleet disappeared, the Vulgus began moving from deep within the dungeon to raid the Ancestors' facilities in Ingress and reclaim the outpost. Detecting this, Ingress immediately dispatched a scout. That scout's name is Haley. Haley, who rose from a supply soldier in the guerrilla unit to a legendary sniper, is now a newcomer in the Descendant Corps. Ruthlessly eliminating enemies with her anti-material sniper rifle, she dominates battles with her ability to drop her body temperature and emit cold air when her emotions run high. When shooting from a distance, her weapon's critical hit multiplier increases, making her an excellent fit for sniper rifles. She possesses sub-zero bullets that fire multiple shots in an instant, and a storm snare that pushes back and rapidly cools down enemies in front. Above all, Haley's specialty is switching to her anti-material sniper rifle and firing a single, incredibly powerful shot, stronger than any other attack. In Season 1, the Vulgus launches a new strategy, the Invasion. Invasions occur randomly in 2 dungeons of the hard difficulty infiltration operations. Players can choose to enter between the existing operations or the invasions. Invasion dungeons are only available for solo play, testing the strength of the Descendants. 3 Vulgus legions will block the Descendants with different defense mechanisms. The quantum field creates an immortal state, impervious to physical attacks. The resonance shatterers cause massive explosions with the energies of RK and the Iron Heart. The Keeper Tile encryption device maintains a powerful security system. Invasion dungeons present new mechanics that disrupt the Descendants' operations. Solve these enemies' mechanisms and swiftly eliminate them. Invasion dungeons are designed for speed runs, and the faster you clear them, the greater the rewards that await. After coming in contact with the Iron Heart, Descendants experience an RK resonance phenomenon. This resonance grants the Descendants new powers. It's the season growth inversion reinforcement. Inversion reinforcement is a new growth system that resets at the start of each season. It includes 5 types: hunting, attributes, recovery, survival, and seasons. Through the inversion reinforcement, Descendants gain beneficial effects for progressing through seasonal content, and can also obtain effects that compensate for their weakness. Each season, we plan to tailor and replace the inversion reinforcement effects, providing effects that perfectly fit the seasonal content. In addition to a new Descendant, a new Ultimate Descendant will be introduced in Season 1. Ultimate Freyna, who has evolved RK's toxicity into a more powerful weapon, will make her debut. In Season 1, you can discover Freyna's exclusive story and uncover the tale behind the name of her skill, Room Zero Trauma. Excava is an assault rifle with powerful versatility. It can be obtained through the Battle Pass and is also available as a free reward. Excava charges voltage when attacking enemies and has a unique effect of firing the charged voltage as an energy grenade. It is a versatile weapon that combines the inherent versatility of an assault rifle with a powerful shot. Frost Watcher is a scout rifle that can be farmed through the Season 1 content. When hitting enemies from long range, it reduces chill resistance and enhances the damage of one's chill skills, making it a perfect fit for Viessa and Haley. If you've prepared a new Descendant, ultimate weapon, and inversion growth, it is now time to face the most powerful Colossus, Deathstalker. Deathstalker lurks in the darkness of the void, targeting the life of Descendants. It is stronger than any Colossus encountered so far. To protect Albion from the threat of Deathstalker, we must once again face and intercept Deathstalker. The First Descendant's first season begins on August 29th with Haley, a new Descendant, Ultimate Freyna, and the new ultimate weapons. New episodes, dungeon content, and Void Intercept battles await you in Albion Descendants. The First Descendant, Season 1 Invasion.
All right, so yes, that definitely gets me hyped for Season 1. But you know what? There was this blog post that I went over in my previous video. If you missed it, check it out because it gives a ton of details that are not mentioned in this video here. But the concern was right here. If we scroll down, we could see Season 1 Invasion update schedule. Not everything is releasing all at once. So, for example, this was the big concern. Ultimate Freyna and Freyna exclusive story, that's actually releasing on October 30th. And let me tell you what, there was quite an uproar from the community about this because Nexon didn't mention this whatsoever. You know, the indication was that all of the content would be releasing on August 29th. And it seems like there is going to be some waiting periods here. But, you know, it is kind of interesting to see how they are going to be rolling out seasons. And it's not going to be, it seems like, where every season is going to be one day, everything is released all at once. You can expect things to roll out gradually throughout a season. For example, if you did not notice as well, yes, we are going to be getting a brand new vendor. And they did mention that, yeah, the vendor is going to be called ETA 0, and that is also going to be releasing on October 30th. A lot of people were expecting the vendor to be releasing, hey, on August 29th. That is not the case. But hey, on August 29th, we are going to be getting the new Descendant Haley and Haley skins, the Invasion Dungeons, Inversion Reinforcement System, Invasion Season Battle Pass. So we are going to be getting that. And I think the idea with this is that you would be able to play as Haley and enjoy her abilities and really kind of grind and farm for Haley. That's what they want you to focus up on for a little bit, and then perhaps rotate over into Ultimate Freyna down the road. Now, in between Haley and Ultimate Freyna, there is going to be that mid-season period, and we are going to be getting this right here. So September 26th is a key date, new Intercept battle, Death Stalker. So we're not even going to be getting the brand new Colossus out of the gates. You're going to have a waiting period with that. And then, of course, Ultimate Weapon Frost Watcher and new Ultimate skins and Ultimate Descendant exclusive spawn effects. So I'm kind of curious about the Ultimate skins. We haven't seen anything regarding that just yet. We do know all about Ultimate Freyna, but I'm curious about the Ultimate skins as well. But we are going to be getting some new cosmetics. But I got to talk about some other things that are concerning as well that you guys noted, and that was this that was highlighted on the blog post about socket type saving feature improvements. If you didn't know about this, this is how it's going to work. Now, once you assign a socket type, the socket type granted to that slot is permanently saved, so you can easily change it to the previously granted socket type at any time. For example, if a Descendant changes an Alamdine socket to a Malachite socket, you can easily choose between Alamdine and Malachite in that socket afterward. Now, additionally, the socket type applied to loadout setting 1 can also be used for settings 2 and 3 as well, allowing you to grant multiple socket types only to the slots that require multiple socket types depending on your builds. And they're trying to make builds more diversified. But you know what? You guys had some choice words and some opinions about the socket changes and, of course, about how they're rolling out Season 1. So here it is. It says, the socket type changing is the biggest missed opportunity and completely out of touch with the community. This will drive players away from the game unless they make changes. Do you guys agree with that or not? But we also have these opinions right here. They should allow us to upgrade the socket itself, then let us freely change socket type, thus allowing better customization for different builds. A lot of people agree with that one. And then we ultimately have this one where some people are like, wait a second, the socket changes seem to be better than anticipated. Check it out. It says, if I'm understanding the socket type thing and there are no translation issues, they're going to announce it in a couple days. It's actually better than I expected. I was expecting them based on previous statements to make it so each loadout setting acted independently. So for different builds, we'd have to recap an entire loadout. This sounds like from now on, catalyzing a slot will act as an unlock for that socket type that's for that slot, and that you'll be able to switch between the unlocked socket types or no active socket types at all on a given slot across all 3 loadouts. This is really pretty cool because it'll allow for more options for flex mods on builds, and honestly, a lot of mobbing and bossing builds for weapons and Descendants have a lot of overlap. So if I have to recap 2 to 3 slots to have better builds available, that's not a huge deal in my opinion. They were never going to let us catalyze a slot once and apply any socket type to it at any time. So this seems like the best possible outcome. So yeah, we'll have to play with it ourselves and see what happens when season 1 rolls out. But I think that these systems, season over season, based on your feedback, will be fine-tuned. Of course, yes, they're going to have to make money. They do want people to play the game. They want it to be somewhat grindy, of course, as it is a free-to-play game, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, more people were upset about how misleading the marketing was around season 1 and how the content is actually rolling out. It says misleading players to think they'll get everything in the trailer is one hell of a dick move by Nexon, even if it wasn't intended. Like, why would Nexon think it'll be a good idea to introduce Haley in the first update without her modules? Imagine investing catalysts and farming her reactors to find out in October that her modules do something completely different. It doesn't make any sense. Players, myself included, were excited for Ultimate Freyna and the trailer on the 29th, but now we'll have to wait until October. This lack of transparency is a pretty bad PR move on their end. At least put some information at the end of the trailer. I hate to say it, but I doubt the first patch will hold the player base for long. There's very little replay value in the end game. I truly believe Nexon just shot themselves in the foot with this patch note. And 4 replies here. Yeah, I'm not understanding the lack of modules. It's like introducing a gun without a new bullet type, and then they never drop because they won't get introduced until later. Like, why do it at all if not together like they're meant to? Yeah, it just seems very strange how they're rolling out things. I kind of understand how they want Haley to be the highlight at the beginning of the season. I do kind of get that, but, you know, in a way, it's like, why not have all the options right out of the gate? You know, you're going to be able to play Ultimate Freyna and then maybe get to Haley, you know, down the road. Why have such a pause between things? It just seems kind of silly. And I get the need to kind of refresh the game month over month and keep it entertaining. I do understand that, but when it kind of like is weird with how you're going to be investing your character, withholding certain ultimate modules, yeah, that's kind of strange. I think they do need to mention exactly what the ultimate modules are so people know, you know, how they will be actually investing in their character in the future. That could actually be super helpful. But anyway, yeah, there it is. Let me know how you guys are receiving the season 1 info. It's a bit strange how this info has been rolled out. We'll see if there's also any translation errors like someone did mention. But thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more news and updates around the First Descendant. I have you guys covered, and I will see you all next time. Take care.